Thanks for joining me again. I am the Not So Handy Man. My name is Graham. I live in Las Vegas and I grew up on a farm. And, well, we had to grow a lot of crops. And while we were growing them, we worked on a lot of equipment, but I never really felt like I was becoming a real, quote, handyman. And so because of that, I am buying used and overstocked items on auction, and I am going through them, seeing if they work. If they don't work, I'm seeing if I can fix them. If I can't fix them, then I try to sell them for parts. And if I can fix them, I try to sell them whole. So far, I've made a few sales online, and I've kind of enjoyed myself. I think this is the part that I'm really enjoying more than the selling, although it's pretty fun to sell. All right, so let's look at today's item. If you looked at the description, you already know that today's item is this, a shark vacuum. So, unfortunately, I still don't have a really cool way to look at, or a really cool way to show things. So I'm still using my baby carriage box. I'll be sad if that eventually does go, or if I get through it, because then I won't have it anymore. I'll have to figure out something else to do. But this was I bought it at auction, and I probably paid more than I should have for it. This was one of my first days. I think it was the first day that I was doing this. And so I wasn't truly sure what I was doing or how things would look out. But this came, and the picture looked a whole lot better than it really is. And it doesn't necessarily look bad. It just looks used. Probably needs some cleaning, although it's kind of scuffed. It's got some scuff marks over here. Looks like it traded paint with the wall, or I should say collected paint from a wall. Down here at the bottom, this part has quite a lot of hits and scratches. So that's interesting. It does have a HEPA filter. Let's take that off. Let's see if the filter is in here. But let's see how it looks. I would probably, if I were buying a new vacuum, I'd probably change out the filter anyway. The filter does kind of look dirty, as you can tell. It's pretty, has some, it has some discoloration in it. Here, let me get this extra light on so that you can see. So, it has seen its good share of work. It probably was used for a while by someone. The filter in there, so the filter doesn't necessarily look great, but let's see. But the dirt tank does look pretty good. Let's see. Dust, so the dust bin release is right here. There's a little bit of dust in here, or there's a little bit of stuff still in here. Let me dump that out. I don't go through these beforehand. I do open the boxes. I opened these boxes, or for the vacuums. I did open the vacuums just because the day I opened the first one and I saw that it was not in great shape, I kind of just went through and opened all of my vacuum boxes. I bought 4 of them just to see how they look. Ooh, this filter is trashed. Not trashed, it's really, really dirty. Really, really dusty. I would get a new one of these if I were to buy this one. And here's another one. Here's a little one as well. The inside doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's pretty dirty. It does look like it's got a bunch of dust in it, but it's not terrible. Everything looks solid. Looks like it works. I'll throw this back on. Let's see, that slides there and then comes up. So everything snaps in. It looks tight. Nothing really looks like it's about to fall apart. It does. This one, and as opposed to the other ones that I looked at, this one actually does have the extensions on it. This one has that. Looks like about 11 to 13 inch dust or a tool here. That does look. It is. Yep. Looks like you can see through it. So it is clear. Any obstructions? I wonder if this is the release for it. Maybe not. I'm not sure with these. And the wording is kind of rubbed off on these. It's, like I said, it's pretty well used. It might be a good candidate for some parting out. This brush, it's got a lot of dust in it, but it is not bad. It's time to look. What am I listening to? Today I am listening to Lenny Kravitz's Greatest Hits. And man, Lenny Kravitz had some pretty good hits. Are You Gonna Go My Way? Fly Away. And It Ain't Over Till It's Over. Unfortunately, my copy of this has a lot of skips in this song. So unfortunately, I may have to get rid of this one and not have it in my library much longer. Let's see. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I think that's a little valve that keeps this on. Okay, so looks like this. So I'm glad I pulled that out because this was not connected. So this looks used. Looks kind of dirty, but it looks solid. Now let's see. Can I get this to go in? Oh, it goes this way. There we go. That side snapped in. That side snapped in. Okay, good. So we are good to go for that. Let me slide these down a little bit longer for further. There we go. It's in now. Let's see. So let's see how the suction works. I'm gonna plug her in to my cable here. These could use some bending. Back in. Am I putting it in the right way? I think I had it right the first time. All right, put that in. We'll plug her into the wall over here. I plug it into the wall over here so that it's on a different circuit breaker. That way, if there is a short or something inside the motor here, it won't kill all of my stuff in my office that I'm working on. All right, here we go. Well, once I can figure out how to turn it on. Hey! All right, so we've got so the motor is strong, no issues there. I did not get any brush. The brush was not working at all. So I wonder if I have a setting here that is just not correct. I just don't know how to run it yet. I need to figure out what this other one does here. No, still nothing there. So this is the wand release, so that takes that out. Lift away. I'm not sure what lift away means. I'm not sure what the second button does. All right, so let's check online. Let's do an online search then and see if we can find what the buttons are from one that is brand new. Looks like this has a retail value of $300. Woo, that's a lot. Oh. So you can push this, lift it up, and just lift this part up. Well, how about that? Well, that's neat. Cool. And that works just fine. Okay, so that's on. Let's see. But I'm still not seeing the buttons. I need to see a picture of the buttons. Maybe I'll go to the eBay. I saw someone on eBay was selling it. I know that's sealed, so they're not going to have any pictures of it. All right, so there's a used one. No, that's no pictures of the buttons there. All right, so let's check images and see if we've got a photo of the buttons. Okay, I'll put this down for a moment so I can do some research. Bring my keyboard closer to me. And let's see. Here's some replacement buttons. So that's the wand release. Handle. Does that one say brush roll? Okay, so looks like that was the brush roll. So it looks like this button does do a brush, does turn on the brush roll. So we'll turn it on and push that button again. Oh, yep, here we go. We've got brush roll moving. Looks like it turns off whenever you, oh, that's neat. All right. So it looks like we have a fully functioning machine here. Probably just needs a little bit of cleaning, and I'll throw it online for some and see if anyone would like to buy it as a whole. And if not, I'll wait about 7 days, and then if nobody wants it as a whole, then I will put it up online in each individual part. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. I think this is going to be all for this. Not too difficult of a check here. It works just fine. Every part of this looks like it still is functional. I guess I can still take, let me take the wand, turn it on and turn it on. Wand still works just fine. We got suction through there, and looks like I won't have to do much handiwork on this one. All right. All right, well, thanks for joining me today. I will put a link to this item in the eBay store in the description of the video here in a little while. I normally put those on YouTube. I don't keep them here on Twitch because the Twitch videos go away after 7 days, and I upload them to YouTube anyway. So if you want to check me out at Not So Handyman on YouTube. It might be Not So Handyman LV, but till next time, thanks for joining me. Have a good day.